me a little bit ago. My daughter, I'm out in the garage. My daughter needed something, so I had to kind of jump off real quick and take care of her. But she's out here now playing next to me with some blocks. She's real happy. So I have my guitar out here, and I like to just every once in a while get away and just try to create a riff or something. So this segment will be called Riffing with BroncoStevens. So if you're a guitar player, a bass player, or a singer, or whatever, you probably experienced this, where you just get an idea in your head and you sit down and you just beat it into your brain. So this is probably going to be the most exciting thing you ever watched. But it's a riff I'm working on. I'm just going to kind of play on it a little bit and kind of carve it into my head. Because if you don't do it, then you wake up tomorrow and you're like, oh, what was that dang riff? And so if you have an instrument, you want to just play along. I'm going to do kind of the same progression for a little bit. If you don't play anything, obviously, just sit back and just give you something to listen to while you're doing whatever it is you're doing anyway. All right? That's enough of that riff. I got to give my wrist a dang break. If you don't play often because you have kids like I do, I used to play a lot, and so I could play a long time. But now I don't play a whole lot. So when I come and play, my hands start to hurt. You play some good music, thank you. Are you a musician? I used to be. I used to be a lead singer in a band. I only play guitar, so I had something to sing to. Play poop. I'm not familiar with poop. Just joking. But can you play 7 years old? No. Here's the thing. I'd never learned anybody's music. I just always just try to come up with my own riffs. I probably should. It probably would have helped me a lot to like learn other stuff, but I don't know. Back when I was younger, I just always wanted to create stuff, and so that's what I've done my whole musical career. When I had a band, it was an original band, and we had all originals, and it was a good time. We did the bar scene, played all the stuff, played the shows, the different places, and did like the battle of the bands, and it was a great time for a long time. So I do have a few original tracks on my page. This is BroncoStevens YouTube channel. And that was my band name back in the day. It was BroncoStevens. And so that's where that came from. But anyway, I'll try to throw something else at you here in a minute when my wrist gets a little less tired. I was seeing if there's any more comments here. Let me scroll up to the beginning here. Baby bottle brush bib. The inventor. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty much caught up. Anybody that hasn't subscribed, thank you. I do a comedy channel, actually, so if you're into comedy, you might want to check out my my page. And there's some weird stuff out there. It's just whatever comes to my head and I feel like doing, that's what I throw out there. And it's pretty, a lot of it's about being a dad, and then some of it's pretty strange. I do some stuff around the guitar on that also. In fact, I'll challenge myself here. I've been working on the alarm clock song. It's a Mr. Stevens skit. Mr. Stevens is a hyperactive, like overly excited adult that likes to sing like children's style songs, but to adults because they would get the humor. So I'll give you a version of that, and it'll probably be, it's not perfected yet, so we'll see how this goes. But I do like a good challenge. A is for alarm clock, the worst sound you'll ever hear. B is for bash that thing against the whole wall. C is for car, you're gonna need one to drive. D, E, every day that you are alive. Okay, here we go. And F is for F it, the first thing that you say when you get out of bed and have to go to work each day. Okay, and G is for go to work. And H, you can't lay on your head. Myself and me. And J is for just kidding. Okay. Here we go. L is for love someone. O is for me. Did I say O is for me? M is for me. O is for something like something with an O. But first we got to go through N, so let's do that. Okay, here we go. N is for nonsense. That's what a lot of this is. And here's the O we were talking about. But not the O that sometimes you can't find. Yeah, oh no. Not that O. P is for progress. That's what I hope it'll be. Quiet down, Q. Okay. And R is for resume the song because it's almost done. And S is for sneakily. Sneaky T is for trouble. And U is for unbelievable amounts of trouble out there. Sometimes you can find yourself to be the victim. W, what? What did you say? And X is for all that X stuff. I mean, you can say xylophone, but there's not much X crap out there. It's the X factor, if you will. And Y is for why am I doing this to you? And why are you watching? Shame on all of us. And Z is for the Z's you don't get when you own an alarm clock. Okay, so turn it off and go to sleep and forget it all. It's not worth it anyway. You know what I mean? That was Mr. Stevens on the BroncoStevens channel. And he's a dad is here now saying have a good night. And like and subscribe.
Look at this.
Scribble all over that thing.